Hello and welcome to this Ferris State University Football Week 3 preview. I'm the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Bentley, alongside Sandy Gholston as the Bulldogs get set to travel to Montana to face the Grizzlies this Saturday night. And Sandy, a great experience here for the Bulldogs. I know they're going in looking to win the football game, but obviously a great trip ahead here for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldogs are coming in 2-0 on the season, and they're excited about this opportunity to go out and play Montana. It's a long road trip, but it's a fun road trip. It's an exciting road trip. It's an opportunity for our guys to go and see an environment that's going to be unique to our schedule or what our schedule typically holds. And so I think it's going to be a great experience for our guys, and I think they're looking forward to going out and seeing that level of competition and seeing how they match up.
Of course, as we can hear behind us, the Bulldogs have the noise turned up here this week and trying to get prepared for what should be a hostile environment.
Well, you know, they're going to have the mountains there, and the way that stadium is constructed and their fans, it's going to be a loud atmosphere. And so as people might be able to pick up here on this video, they're trying to get themselves ready, trying to get themselves as best they can acclimated for that kind of noise, that kind of sound, and the kind of adjustments that you may have to make at certain points of the game.
Bulldogs, of course, played on the road last week in a tough environment down at Ashland and had to come back in the second half. Tremendous second half to get the win over the Eagles.
Yeah, it was. And you know, you look at Ashland, they really played a really strong football game. They came out defensively. They played really well early. We talked about Ashland. They're a team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and so you have to be really clean in terms of how you play. We had a mistake early that led to points for them, but then the Bulldogs really did a good job of clamping down a little bit better defensively. Offensively, they really got the running game going in the second half, and that was one of the reasons they were able to be successful on the road against a very good football team.
Of course, speaking of playing well, the Bulldogs will have to do that this Saturday night, taking on an FCS team here for the second time under head coach Tony Annese.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it actually was when we played North Dakota State out in the Fargo Dome. And so you're going to be looking at an atmosphere that's going to probably be at least somewhat comparable to what we saw back in Fargo. And this time, you know, it's going to be a great opportunity again. A really good football team. Montana's coming in, playing some good football early in the season, and they're going to be ready for this challenge. They're going to be excited to be on their home field. They're going to be excited for this opportunity for themselves.
Of course, this type of football game for the Bulldogs, FCS, First Division II. There have been a few Division II upsets here already this season. This one's going to be a big challenge for the Bulldogs. What will it take to get a win here on Saturday?
Well, I think a lot of it's going to be strength on strength. When you look at this Montana team, they like to run the football. The Bulldogs like to run the football. Montana takes pride in stopping the run. We take pride in stopping the run. So it's going to be strength on strength. It's going to be a game that's going to really be decided in the trenches. I know that's cliche, but it's true for this game. And so that's going to be really important. And I think the Bulldogs in the passing game are going to have to be opportunistic. They're going to have to really be able to strike downfield. We saw the Bulldogs do a good job of that, of striking vertically in the second half against Ashland, getting Tyrese Hunt-Thompson downfield for big catches, getting Xavier Wade downfield for big catches. So they're going to have to be opportunistic with that as well. But it's going to really start on the line of scrimmage, both lines of scrimmage, offensively and defensively.
Bulldogs will take a charter flight out to Missoula on Friday morning, and of course we'll have coverage for you throughout the trip. Should be a great experience for the Bulldogs. Obviously they've had some experience with charter flights here in the past in the playoffs.
Well, I think one of the things that comes with being in the playoffs and being able to play deep into the season is an opportunity to get these kind of road trips where you take the charter flight. It's a different type of experience, but the Bulldogs, most of the Bulldogs on this roster, they're used to it. They've been able to go through it before in the past, and so should not be too much of a disruption. Bulldogs will have a chance to get out early, get a chance to get down on the field, and kind of get their legs loose ahead of Saturday night's game.
We'll have all the coverage for you on Sunny 97.3 and online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Pre-game coverage starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can watch the game on ESPN Plus as well. Kickoff 8 p.m. Eastern Time from Missoula, Montana this Saturday. Week 3 as the Bulldogs take on the University of Montana. Follow all the coverage at ferrisstatebulldogs.com.